Scott Bissell flies a lot, but when he checked his suitcase on an Air Canada flight bound for Orlando, Florida last July, it never showed up. He asked an Air Canada agent if he could buy a few basics.
Well, I actually asked her, is there any sort of compensation that she could give me while I wait for my bag? And she said no. So that was full on. There's nothing we can do at this time.
A tactic, some say, to avoid paying what Air Canada should.
By lying to passengers, the airline has nothing to reimburse or very little to reimburse because passengers are afraid to spend money.
This passenger rights advocate says dozens of countries, including Canada, have signed an international treaty called the Montreal Convention governing air travel. It states that the airlines have a legal obligation to compensate international travelers for damages caused by delayed or lost luggage, and passengers can claim up to about $2,100 Canadian. As a test, Go Public called Air Canada's baggage call centre in India.
Thank you for calling Air Canada
3 times.
So how much can I claim?
Each time, agents say we can only claim up to $150 US on day 1, another $50 on day 2, far short of that $2,100 Canadian limit.
How is it possible that a large corporation like Air Canada gets away with repeatedly, blatantly, flagrantly disregarding the law and yet facing no consequences?
Gabor Lukács has filed a complaint with the Canadian Transportation Agency, saying Air Canada is misleading passengers by claiming the compensation it does give is a gesture of goodwill, when it's actually a legal requirement. Air Canada declined an interview request. In a statement, a spokesperson said, "We approve reasonable interim expenses and that customers are clearly informed on their itinerary receipt and on our website." But Air Canada did not address why its agents give misleading information to passengers about how much they can claim.